this particular computer, you won't be able to, because our buyers came up with a package for Cube to build these bespoke for you. And what happened?
What happened? We tore it up, we started again, we improved on the package, we came back to them with a PC that gave you full multimedia capability. So you've got a TV card in there, both analog and digital. You've got a widescreen monitor, you've got a great sound system, you've got 2.1 sound system with 2 speakers and a subwoofer. You've got a wireless keyboard and mouse, so we've by far exceeded what the original brief was.
Exactly, but we've still got it at £699.99. Now, there's absolutely loads to tell you. I don't want a single person to miss out on this. If you don't go for this, I really do believe you're doing yourself out of not a Christmas PC, not a PC for you, but a whole family sort of thing that you can be using, a whole family can be using and enjoying. Now, a lot of people always think immediately, OK, what's the catch? There must be no warranty. There must be no help support. Are they trial versions of the programs? Things like that. So let's cover all those now before we actually look at the PC itself. The software you get with it is the full version.
Absolutely. We provide you with all the software that you've seen on the shows, all the software that's built onto the PC. You get the individual pieces of software for that particular program. We don't supply restore disks. We don't put a partition using up valuable space on your hard drive that could potentially get corrupted anyway. What we do is we have every single piece of software so that if something does happen to any of the software, if it gets corrupted, you're not having to restore the whole thing. It's far cheaper for us to do that, and in fairness, it'd be a lot simpler.
Absolutely.
You get all the individual pieces of software that are all genuine software component parts.
Now, you get a 14-day money-back guarantee from Ida World. So when you get this home, and what will happen is it's 14 days from when you receive it. When you place your order now, Cube will ring you to arrange delivery. They're going to make this computer for you. They'll ring you to arrange delivery. Once you take delivery of it, you've got 14 days to make sure you're entirely happy with the brand new computer that you've bought. Then, you've got 1 year's manufacturer's warranty from Cube. Should you have any problems, you're not calling a call centre in a far-off, distant land that are working to a script. You're calling you guys.
Absolutely. We're a UK-based company. We're actually based in the north of England, just outside of Leeds. And all the guys who build the PC also operate the technical support on the PC. So you're not dealing with somebody who's never seen one of these PCs before, potentially working for a different company, potentially in a different country.
Exactly.
It's the guys who build them. They're the experts on these PCs that deal with and give you all the technical support you require.
Now, let's talk about what people are saying about Cube, first of all, before we get anywhere close to looking at what this baby can do. PC Advisor magazine, you see it in your supermarket, you see it in your local high street bookshop or whatever it may be, paper shop. You think, oh, I'll have a look through there, see what they're saying about what computer should I go for. Well, you will not find, let's make this clear, this particular configuration of Cube PC in the magazines. However, generally, as a generalisation, PC Advisor are saying Cube, yes, go for it, it's recommended, okay? These are different configurations of Cube computers. They're saying Best Buy, they're saying recommended, they're saying recommended. The Sunday Times is saying Cube as well, producing great machines and recommended there as well, for different Cube systems. But the magazines are aware of them, the magazines are recommending them. Have you heard of Microsoft Vista? That's the brand new operating system that's going to be launched. At the moment, they're saying January 2007. Okay, your computer, if you want to run Microsoft's new, all singing, all dancing operating system that's going to supersede XP, needs to be of a specific specification. This is ready for it. Now, there is a website and you can go to check whether your computer will run Microsoft Vista 2007. I can't give you the website address, just do a search for Test My PC or something like that. I did it on this one this afternoon when we were off air, and it's passed every test for being powerful enough to run Microsoft Vista. But this is so much more. It's more than a computer. This is going to be your multimedia hub in your home. And with the fast processor, with all the bits that come with it, all the advantages that you've got with it, you can multitask. Let's just talk about the RAM. I've used this analogy all day. Okay, some people may not even know what RAM is, whether you've got good RAM or bad RAM. Random access memory. When a program works, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, but when you load a program up, it loads a portion of it into random access memory. So when you need to write to and from that program, it's there sitting in memory ready for you. The analogy that I've used all day is maybe your partner wants breakfast in bed and they want cereals, toast, eggs and juice. Okay, so you make the cereal, you take it upstairs to them, and then you come back downstairs to make the toast. When you've made the toast, you take it back upstairs to them, and you come back to do the eggs. When you've made the eggs, you take it back upstairs to them, and you come back down to do their juice, you take that back up. Having that extra RAM is like having a tray to put the whole breakfast on and take it up to your partner and give it to them. It's less work. It means that everything works faster and runs faster. That nearly 85%'s gone. I am predicting that I'm going to be playing with the toys by the end of this hour, because this is going to sell out. You've got 50 minutes now. So you've got fast RAM, which means your programs run and load faster.
Absolutely. It means there's no bottlenecks in the machine. The RAM is actually DDR2 667.
That's for the techies.
Absolutely. Doesn't mean a great deal to anybody. It's just a bunch of numbers. But what it effectively means is that RAM is running very, very quickly. So when it gets all this information, it can deal with it very, very quickly and send it off to where it needs to go to, whether that be to the hard drive, whether it be to the processor, to the graphics, to the sound, to whatever it needs to do. So anything that it's thinking about, it can deal with very quickly. So like your breakfast analogy, it's like breakfast but on roller skates.
There you go, breakfast on roller skates. Now, you may not know how much RAM your computer has right now. I can tell you that I've got 512 megabytes of RAM in my laptop. So effectively, and I think my laptop's pretty quick, effectively, I'm doubling the speed that programs can access the information they need to access with this. The chances are you might have 256 megabyte of RAM, so you're quadrupling the speed that programs can run on your PC, on this PC, if you go for this one. Okay, that's only one small thing about it. I know many have heard the buzzword of TV. Okay, let me just explain one more thing. This PC does not need to be stuck in a room, okay, in the corner of a study where you have to go to use it. This is my advice. It doesn't come with this, but this is my advice. This is what I've done at home. You can go to your local computer department store, and for about £50, you can buy a wireless router. Okay, so if you've got broadband, you plug your wireless router in at your phone access point and forget it. They come with a USB stick that you can plug into one of the 8 ports in this PC, okay? And that then transmits from the wireless router to the wireless thing in your USB, your telephone signal, your broadband signal. So therefore, this computer could go in the lounge. It could go in the kid's bedroom where there isn't telephone access. The days of having to put the computer by the access to the telephone have gone. Obviously, you can't do that unless you buy that little bit extra on top, but that's what I did at home. Just a tip from me. If you haven't got broadband, you've still got a modem in here that will service your needs perfectly.
Absolutely. So it's catering for everybody. It's catering for people that just want dial-up internet, or for people that have got broadband. What I would say to people, though, is if you shop around hard enough for broadband, you can get it free with mobile phones now.
Of course,
you know what I mean? It's very, very cheap. In fact, it's cheaper than dial-up, and it's faster.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
you know, there's no reason to be on dial-up, really.
Okay, so let's talk now about the machine itself. To start with, the one thing, and you have to take my word at home for this, okay? You've got to take my word at home for this. I've got a flat-screen PC at home, and when I saw our TV output live on this monitor in the studio, it blew me away. The quality is phenomenal. Now, we can't obviously reproduce that in your home because you're watching through a normal TV or watching through these cameras watching this TV. But the quality, the clarity of the output is amazing, and that's because this is high definition, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's got some of the latest, well, it's got one of the latest generations of screens. Yeah, if I just bring up a picture here, you can see straight away everything's very, very sharp. It's very, very clear.
Have a look down here. It's a little big picture-in-picture.